it's Tim Quast for Market Structure Edge. Let's talk about market structure sentiment for a moment. This is our core metric on the platform. And what's it comprised of? Well, it's an algorithm that looks at how the four big behaviors that drive price and volume interact with prices. It's very much like a market cap weighted index. The components of a market cap weighted index determine its outcome. One thing's larger, one thing's smaller, and how those things move will determine the price of the index. And that's sort of how we look at market structure sentiment. And it's predicated on the rules that govern the way stocks trade. So stocks have to trade between the best bid to buy and offer to sell. And if 30% of the volume is coming from passive investment and only 10% of it's coming from active, passive is going to play a much bigger role in how prices behave between the best bid to buy and offer to sell. So then we calculate an index, a 10-point index, that tells us when those behaviors have consumed all of the supply and it's going to get difficult for orders to fill, that's 10 out of 10 overbought. And when there's plenty of supply and no pressure on price, then it's 1 out of 10 oversold, which means if buyers show up, the price rises. And that's how we use market structure sentiment. It's a core way to understand short-term tops and bottoms and therefore short-term entry and exit points.